Hi everyone. I'm Puneet from India, and we are here today to train together. But before we begin, I'd like to thank Martin Sensei, Najda Sensei, and of course my teacher, Somnath Pal Chaudhary Sensei, for giving me this opportunity to train with all of you at this platform, Karate at Home. And also, I'd like to share a small information which is very pertinent for today. Today is the National Sports Day of our country, and what better to pay homage where I would be training with all of you here, and I would like to pay my respect for all the heroes here in India who are associated with sports and the sporting fraternity. Now, coming to our class for today, talking about karate, we all know about the various practical aspects, physical aspects, technical aspects, and the tactical aspects of karate. But the part which is a little unknown is the neurophysiological, or to be more precise, the neurocognitive aspects of karate training. So we will be discussing about the neurocognitive aspects of karate training through the kata gene today as we train together. So, talking about the brain and the body, which form neurocognition and help in facilitation of neurocognition, when we talk about our brain is basically composed of two hemispheres, the right hemisphere and the left hemisphere. And it is very beautifully organized and aligned to the entire body because the right hemisphere controls the left side of the body, and the left hemisphere controls the right. So it is basically a contralateral organization. And so what happens is when we perform any type of movements which are crossing the midline of the body, these enhance the neuromuscular coordination and improve neurocognition within the brain as well as make the body much more agile. So that is why we see that karate practitioners have much more attention. They can grasp easily, and also their executive functions, memory retention is much better. As a result of which, even as we progress in the natural cycle of aging, we see that the cognitive reserve, that is the that slowly deteriorates as we age, remains much higher and much stays much longer in individuals who are training into karate or are karate practitioners with regular karate training. So now coming to the kata gene. Now, before we begin the kata, I'd like to show you the visual spatial arrangement of the entire kata. This is the motor plan or the movement plan, and this is how the entire kata is actually going to move. So as you can see here, this is the central point which we call the emotion line. So from where we would be moving horizontally on either sides and then diagonally on both sides, from where we will be moving perpendicularly forward, again diagonally on both sides, finally coming back perpendicularly to the ambition line, going diagonally towards the right, and finally ending the kata. So this is how the entire kata is going to be proceeding and moving. So as we do this, as we move around, the major stances that we will be using in the entire kata are basically three. They are the Zenbutsudachi, the Kibadachi, and the Kokusudachi, out of which the Kibadachi is the main stance of the kata. There are a total of 7 Kibadachis in the entire kata. Coming to the kata itself, when we talk about the history of the kata, this kata was called Shokyo by Sensei Master Gichin Funakoshi, and it was known as, in English terminology, it was called Pine Shadow, and later it was then called Love and Truth. This entire kata has 35 counts or 35 moves, and the kiais are at count number 11 and count number 35. Right, so we are good for now. We'll begin, and as and when in between, I will give you a little about the neurophysiological aspects about movements in the entire kata. So let's begin with a little bit of warm-up. So everyone, kioske, rain, us. Just relax, hands on your hips. Slow semi-rotation. We start downward 5 times. H, knee, some, she, and go. Upward, itch, me, some, she, and go. And relax. Shoulders up and down, itch, and relax. Knee, down, some, down, she, down, go, and relax. Okay, a little bit of arm rotation, so both hands up. We go reverse with both the hands. So itch, knee, some, she, go, rook, sitch, arch, two, Jew. Reverse, itch, knee, some, she, go, rook, sitch, arch, two, Jew. And relax. Okay. Body twisting, itch, knee, some, she, go, rook, sitch, arch, two, and Jew. Okay, let's stretch a little. So cross your hands and press forward. Look straight and press forward. Stay there. And relax. Press down. As we press down, cross your right leg over your left and go down and stay there. Other leg cross, left over right, and press. And relax. Feet apart, left hand on the back, press to your left. Other side. Go down, hold the ankles, back, and press back. And relax. Okay. Now we will divide the entire kata gene into 5 segments and practice them separately, and after that we will combine them and do the entire kata. So let's begin with the first movement in the kata. So simple Shizentai, left hand out, and we do Uchi-uke. So from here, H, knee, some, she. Let's do it, dividing it into 2 counts 3 times. H, knee, some, she, go, rook. 1 count slowly. H, knee, some, she, and go. Okay, fast 5 counts. H, knee, some, she, and go. Very nice. And relax. Okay, moving on to the next technique, Gilan Barat. So left hand out. From here, let's do it, dividing it into 2 counts. H, knee. 3 times we will do it. H, knee, some, she, go, rook. 1 count 3 times. H, knee, some, and fast 5 times. H, knee, some, she, and go. Very nice. And relax. Now, if we talk about these 2 movements, these are known as cross-lateral movements because both the movements are crossing the midline of the body. When we do the uchi-uke, we cross the midline. Similarly, when we do the gidan-uke or the gidan-barai, we cross the midline. So these movements which cross the midline of the body help in alignment and help in improving the neural pathways between the brain and the body. And if we think about this in various sports or even in our day-to-day life, it is the dominant side of the body which is the most active side, and it is the non-dominant side which acts as a supporting system. This is seen not only in the normal day-to-day activity, but it is also seen in various sports. If we see a football kick, or maybe a tennis serve, or a badminton shot, or even a basketball, they are mostly the dominant side which is active and the non-dominant side which is acting as a supportive system. But if we see karate from the very beginning, when a novice begins to practice, it is both the sides of the body which are kept equally active, as a result of which both the hemispheres of the brain are equally active, and as a result of which this is more commonly known as the law of use and disuse of evolution, where if we do not use certain pathways of the brain, then the neurons actually get inactive. The neurons get inactive, as a result of which those pathways become dormant and neuropruning occurs. Now, what is neuropruning? Neuropruning is simply the neurons get dysfunctional because those pathways are not being used, because we do not perform those type of movements with the non-dominant side of our body. But this is not so in karate. Now, moving on, we will combine these two movements together. So we will first do it slowly into counts. Ich, so it's gidan barai, ready for gidan barai with the right hand, and uchi uke with the left, and from here ni, other side, ich, ni, ich, ni, ich, ni. Again, ich and ni. Now let's try it with the other side. So left hand for gidanuke and right for uchiuke. From here, ich and back, ni, back, thumb, and relax. Let's do it in one count now. We will do both sides together. So from here, ready, ich, ni, thumb, chi, go. And now let's use the hips and go a little faster. Ich, ni, thumb, chi, go. And relax. So here we are combining two cross-lateral movements and we are making it a dual movement. This movement is known as gidan barai, uchi uke, gidan barai. So it's also called kosa uke. Now, as it is in the kata, we combine this movement along with our lower limbs, like our lower body. So when we perform this, we are going to do it in Zenku Sudachi as it is in the kata, stepping backward. So when we perform stepping backward, from here, let's do it slowly first. So from here, it's here we are with ready for right gidanuke, and left uchiuke. And from here, we first drop down, and then when we drop down, our center of gravity stays going downward. And from here, we step back with our left leg and complete the technique. So from here, we step back, come again. Let's do it slowly in 3 counts. So from here, step back with our left leg, ich, and lock the hips, sit in your stance. Back again, ich, and back. One more time, ich, and back. Let's do it a little fast, 3 counts. Ich, and back. Knee, and back. Thumb and relax. Okay, now let's move on to the next set of techniques in this kata. So we will simply take our hand, open hand, fingers joined, thumb tucked in to our shoulder level. And from here, we will do turn to our left side and go for Gidanuke, Gidanbarai, H. Back again, knee, and back, some. Let's do it fast. H, knee, back again, some, back, she. Now the other side. So from here, H, back, knee, back, some. Let's do it with the power and speed. H, back, knee, back, some, back, she. And last one, go. And relax. Next combination, next move from here is we keep our hand straight and then move to the left side. From here, we take the hand very close to our face and we move it to the opposite side for Jodan Uchiuke. So from here, H, slow, and back, knee, and back, some, and back. Let's do it fast, 5 counts, H, and back, knee, and back, some, and back, she, and back, and go, and other side. So from here, left hand, slowly, H, and back, knee, back, some, and back, fast, H, back, knee, back, thumb, back, she, back, and go, and relax. Now we combine both these Gidanuke and Uchiuke together. So let's do it to the left side first. So from here, it's get ready and H. Right, let us do it 5 times. Back, starting now. H, and back, knee, and back, thumb, and back, she, and back, and last one, go, and relax. Move to the other side. So right ready for Gidanuke, left for Uchiuke. Slowly, 3 counts. H, back, knee, back, some, and back. 5 counts. Fast, power speed. H, and back, knee, and back, some, and back, cheek, and back, and last one, go, and relax. So this technique is known as Shokumen Jodan Uchiuke Gidan Barai, and it is also called Manjuke. Now we will combine this with the lower limbs, with the lower body in stance, and the stance is Kokusudachi. So let's first do it. Let me first do it straight ways. So from here, when we step in Kokusudachi, we first drop down. We drop down, get ready, in the ready position as we will transit. And from here, our hips are straight. We move forward, slowly stepping in, moving, hips straight, and then we twist and complete our stance and our technique. Now, when we do this, what we have to keep in mind is that the hand with which we are doing our Jodan Uchiuke should go very close to the face. And just like a Nagashioke, as if we imagine something is coming towards us, attacking us to the Jodan level, the face level. So we block as we move for Jodan Uchiuke. So once again, from here, it's like a Ronauji Dachi and hips straight on. From here, we step in. Let's do it slowly. Each. And back. One more time. Each. And back. Other side. Slowly. Each. And back. Knee. And back. Last time. Thumb. And relax. Now we will do it sideways as it is in the kata. So from here, we do to the left side 3 times and right side 3 times. So from here, we go itch, knee, back, ready, go for the technique, itch, and back. Last time, itch, other side, cross, be ready, itch, and back, knee, and back. Last time, thumb, and relax. Okay, moving on to the third combination, the third set of techniques of segment 1 are very, very simple. It's again a cross-lateral movement. So left hand out, we go for Jodana Gyuke. From here, it's Ichi, Jodana Gyuke, and Oizuki. So let us do it stepping forward. So left hand ready for transition of Agyuke. We drop down, step in, Agyuke, and Oizuki. One more time. Let's do it 2 times. So from here, we go H, knee, and thumb. Back. One more time. H, knee, thumb, and relax. Other leg, right hand up, itch, knee, and relax. Right hand up, drop down, itch, knee, thumb, and relax. Okay, now let's do this in 1 count, right? So from here, we step in first with our right side. Itch. And back. One more time. Itch. And back. Now left side. Itch. And back. Left Agyuke. Itch. And back. And relax. So we complete the first segment of the kata. Now we will do this as it is in the kata. So let's begin. Kyosuke. From here, we go for Shizentai, that's Jinyoi. Itch. Right hand, right fist, left palm over the right fist. And it is at chin level, elbows right within the body line in front of our chest. From here, we step back. So we step back and we do Chudan Uchiuke Gidang Barai. Slowly. H. Knee. Left side. Manjuke. Knee. Other side. Manjuke. Thumb. Basically, Agi-uke Oizuki. Ich, knee. Other side, same thing. Ich, knee. And relax. Let's do it one more time and we'll move forward. So from here, ich, knee, sam, shi, do, ruk, sich, and relax. So this is the first segment of the kata. It has a series of cross-lateral movements and we have duplicate movements, two pairs of them. The first one is the manjuke on both sides, and then we have another naname waza, which is agiuke oizuki on both sides. Now we move to the second segment of the kata, where there is a series of consecutive repetitive movements. So let's do the upper limb first. So from here, it is right hand near the face, near the shoulder. And from here, this movement is a very unique movement again, which is common in karate techniques. But I am explaining the upper body first. So it's a movement which involves the muscular skeletal system of the body and how there is a kinetic chain that builds up between the various joints and bones of the body when we perform this particular technique. So from here, when we are moving forward to do the technique, the elbow and the shoulders are loosened and they move inward towards the body line. They move inward towards the body line. And from here, we come in and then we complete the technique. So this is Chudan Mawashi Uchi. So let's do it stepping forward in simple Shizantai just to get a feel of how our hands and shoulders are moving. So basically the kinetic chain is between the shoulder, the elbow, the wrist, and then the knife hand, which is the place from where we are going to actually strike near the palm of the hand, right? So from here, when we simply move forward, it's coming inward, in, and then we complete the strike. And again, from here, the other hand is here, we're coming in, and as we move, we complete the strike. Now, what we need to keep in mind is where we are striking. So the strike is not here. It is not at the lattice muscle or behind the shoulder, at the shoulder, since that is already a stronghold of the body. So when we strike, the strike is here, right here, where we have two pairs of floating ribs, the ribs which are not attached to the vertebral column of our body. These are ribs which are attached only to the vertebral column of the body and not to the chest bone. So they are already a weak point in the body. So we strike at the floating ribs. And the Chudan Mawashi Uchi is right here, right? So let us do it as it is in the kata. So we were here with our oizuki, left oizuki. From here, we step in straight, perpendicularly forward in Giran Barai. So from here, it's ich. And now we are stepping in Age-uke, and this is a very linear movement. So from here, we are ready with the hand. We're going to do it slowly. So from here, it's stepping in, moving forward, and then we strike. Now from here, again, as we move forward, our hand is ready here, and we bring it in, and we move and strike. The last one, from here, move, take the hand, and strike. And this is move number 11 and the first kiai in the kata. So here we complete the first segment of Jin. Now moving on to the next part of techniques. Now we have moved exactly opposite to the emotion line. So now we're going to again perform a set of naname waza or duplicate movements in diagonal fashion. So let's do them standing first. So from Shizuntai, left hand out, right in, we are going to do Chudan Kakiwaki. Okay, so from here, another dual movement, another cross-lateral movement. From here, H, let's do it slowly. H. So, fists in front of shoulders, elbows tucked in. And now from here, we will do Chudan. We will do Chudan Maigiri, Kiyage. And then land Renzuki. So from here, right Maigiri, punch, punch. And then we go for the same Uchiuke Gidan Barai. And remember, the hand with which we are punching, we do the Uchiuke with that hand. So it's this, right? So let's do it one more time. From here, H. And then Maigeri, Renzuki, and block, right? Last time, from here, we go H, Maigeri, Renzuki, and block, and relax. Okay, one more time. Now, this time we're going to do it in the opposite direction. So now, we take the right hand out, the left hand in. Of course, this is optional, but then since this is closer, so we take the right hand out, and from here again we go H, and now from here left Chudan Maigiri Kiyage, punch punch and block, right? So one more time, let's do it twice. From here, right out, left in, open H, knee, samshi and block. One more time. H, knee, samshi and block. And relax. Okay, now we do it in the kata. So I'm doing it in the opposite direction. So from here, we were in Chudan Shutomawashi Uchi. So Chudan Shutomawashi Uchi. And from here, we are going to go diagonally towards our left side. So we turn and Chudan Kakiwaki, okay? From here, right Maigiri, land Renzuki. H, Nisam, and go for the block. And relax. Let's do it one more time. H, knee, samshi, and block. And relax. Other side now. Okay, so let's do this once again and then we'll continue from there. So from here, H, knee, samshi, and block. Now from here we shift to the next one on the opposite side. So from here we go right hand outside, H, left Maigiri, knee, Zunzuki, Renzuki, and block. Right? So let's do it now 2 times. So we are here, right leg forward, right Gidanuke. So from here, 2 times. H, knee, samshi, and go. Last time. Ready? H, knee, samshi, and block. And relax. So here we complete the 4th segment of the kata, the 3rd segment of the kata, I'm sorry. So now we shift to the next set of techniques, which is again repetitive movement, But the very unique aspect of these techniques is that they are not the normal flow of techniques. They are two anti-clockwise movements and one clockwise movement. So two counterclockwise movements and one clockwise movement. Now these type of movements, although are common in karate, but this is a kata where they are very, very prominent. And also, these type of techniques help in improving the cognitive reserve, as I mentioned earlier, in the brain. Because these type of movements are very, very unique and they are not performed mostly in normal day-to-day activity and also in karate as a whole. Thus, they improve and they enhance the neuromuscular pathways, the nerve and the body connection. So this is how we basically build the mind-body connection in various karate techniques and in karate as a whole. So let's do this technique first, the upper limb movements, as we've been doing. So this movement is Tetsui Uchi. Just like we did Shutomawashi Uchi, it's the same place where we are going to strike, but it's the strike with Tetsui Uchi. So from here, we are going to do right Tetsui Uchi. So it's this and itch. One more time, itch. Other side, from here, itch. One more time, itch. Now, let's do it as it is in the kata. So from here, when we step in, it's a counterclockwise movement. So we are going to come from behind. So we are ready with our right hand to strike. And from here, we turn and we strike. And then again, from here, as we are stepping forward, it's again a counterclockwise movement and we move from behind. So from here, we go from behind and strike. And the next one is clockwise, so we go straight and it is knee. Let's do it one more time. Now this time we will do it in Protoki Badachi as it is in the kata. So we were here. I'm doing it from the opposite side. So we are here in Chudan Uchi Uke Gidan Barai. From here we move counterclockwise. So from here it's itch. And then again from behind knee. And now clockwise thumb. And relax. Let's do it one more time. Slowly. Itch. Knee. And thumb. And relax. Okay. So now moving on to the next segment of the kata, or to be precise, the last segment of the kata, where we will do the techniques first with the upper part of the body. So from here, we take our left hand under the opposite armpit and we move forward for Chudan Shuto, Tate Shuto. Itch. Now remember, when we do Tate Shuto, our arm is absolutely straight, the elbow is straight, and the wrist is bent here. And the placement of Tate Shuto is right in front of our shoulder, in front of the left shoulder. The reason being that if we keep it in the center, then when we go for Zuki or any attack to the Chudan level, it will get locked here. So that's why the Tate Shuto is here in front of the left shoulder, and from here we go for Renzuki, ich, knee, and then Maigeri with our right leg and land Zunzuki. And then we do Chudan, Uchiuke, Gidan Barai. Back again. So right hand out from here. Ready position. Tate Shuto, left Tate Shuto, ich. Let's do it slowly with counts. Now from here we go Renzuki, ich knee. Maigeri Chudan, Zunzuki, right Maigeri. Ich, knee. And then Chudan, Uchiuke Gidan Barai. Thumb. And relax. Let's do it again. Let's do it slowly again. It's a long combination. So from here, ich. We are ready. Open the Tate Shuto. Ich knee. Samshi. Go. And back. One more time. Ready? Ich. Nisam. Shigo. Look. And relax. Let's do it one more time as it's a quick movement. This time, no counts. From here, ich. Nisam. Shigo. Rook. And relax. Last time, no counts. We'll do it slowly, but Ajmain. And relax. Kioske. Os. Now, this combination continues further. So I am now moving from here itself, doing only the upper body first. So from here, we ended it at right Uchiuke Gidan Barai. So from here, we simply duplicate this movement. So from here, we go ich. Then it's a slow movement, knee. Another dual movement, double Uchiuke, thumb. And then Jodan Oizuki and Chudan Oizuki. Ich knee. And relax. Okay, I'll make a clarification here. So from here, when we go for double Uchiuke, it's Chudanzuki, two Chudanzuki. So from here, it's Chudan, Chudan, and then Yod. So that is the end of the kata. Let's do it again from here, right? So we are in left Uchiuke Gidan Barai. From here, we go duplicate the movement ich, knee, bring it down, blocking, double Uchiuke, thumb, and then double Chudanzuki. So from here, and this is count number 35, last count with Kiai. Let's do it one more time from here. So from here, ich, knee, slow, thumb, shigo, hai, and relax. Okay, so now let's complete it by performing the entire set together. So right hand out. From here, we begin with Tate Shuto with counts. From here, ich, Nisam, Shigo, Rook, Sich, Ach, Ku, Juich, Hai. Last time. Right hand out. Ich, Kioske, Haibos. Okay, now let's take a small little break for 1 minute, drink a little bit of water, and then we'll combine it all together and do the kata. Okay, now before we begin the kata, I just give a quick recap of the different movements that we did in the kata, relating them to neurocognition. So the first movement were a set of cross-lateral movements. Cross-lateral movements meaning those movements that crossed the midline of our body. So there were basically simple, basic three cross-lateral movements in the kata, which were uchi uke, gidan barai, and agi uke, which were there in the first segment of the kata. All these movements are cross-lateral movements because they are crossing the midline, they are crossing the midline, they are crossing the midline. So they are a set of cross-lateral movements. Then the next set of movements were dual movements, where we performed two movements at the same time. So in karate, they have practical aspect, they have technical aspect, but I'm talking about the neural aspect. So when we do dual movements, they are balancing both the hemispheres of the brain, improving our contralateral organization with the body, improving our neuromuscular coordination. So the three major dual movements in the kata were manju uke, we did manju uke, then we did the signature movement of the kata, which comes 5 times in the kata. So we did uchi uke, gidan barai. So this is the movement which we begin the kata with, and also we have it at the end of the kata twice, and in the entire kata we have it 5 times. So this is another cross-lateral come a dual movement, and the other dual movement was the double uchi uke. So these were the 3 dual movements in the kata. Then the next important movements in the kata were consecutive repetitive movements. So here we see repetitive movements in sets of 3. So when we moved perpendicularly forward, we did 3 kibadachi. In kibadachi, we did 3 shutomawashi uchis. And then when we stepped backward, we did 3 tetsui uchis. So these are movements which are repetitive movements in sets of 3. The other unique movement in this kata were clockwise and counterclockwise movements, which we saw in Kibadachi, 2 counterclockwise movements and ending it with a clockwise movement. These are very unique movements. These movements, as I told you earlier, help in improving cognitive reserve, the reserve of cognition which helps to improve attention, memory retention, grasping power, reaction speed, and neuromuscular coordination of the body. So these type of movements are very important and they build mind-body connections. So this is about it, about the various movements in the kata, the various movements and how they are related to nerve muscle physiology. So now we will do the entire kata, but we will do it very, very slowly. As we do it in JKA, we will do it in a very slow pattern, first with counts, and then again slow with rhythm, and then finally we will do once without counts. So let's begin very, very slowly with the kata jin. Kioske, Ray. Kata, jin. Jin yoi, shisantai. Ich. Ni. Sam. She. Go. So this is how the entire kata will move slowly. Let's take a little break and then we will do it in rhythm. Okay, with counts in rhythm, katajin, kioske, rei, kata, jin, shizantai, jin yoi, ich, nisam, shigo, ruksich, ach, ku, juich, hai, ich, nisam shigo, ruk, sichach kuju, ich, nisam, shi, koruk, sichach, ku, ju, ich, ni, sachi, hai, yame, and now I relax. So this is the entire rhythm of the kata. Let's take a little break and then we will do the entire kata without counts. Okay, so let's do it this time in Hajme. Kioske, rei, kata, jin, Hajme, hai, hai, and now ready. And relax. Just take a deep breath So this is about kata gene with the motor plan of the kata and the neurocognitive benefits of this kata. Hope you enjoyed. I'm again thankful for this platform where I could come and train with all of you. Thank you very much. Os. Thank you.